Hi, I'm Arial Italic, and you're watching What the Font. Today's topic is skincare. Now, as someone who wears a lot of makeup, I have the luxury of often being able to hide any problems that pop up with my skin, but as someone who wears a lot of makeup, I put my face through the ringer, and if I don't have a good skincare regimen, it's gonna turn on me. Also, you don't necessarily know this because you don't see me out of drag a lot, but I look pretty goddamn good for my age. Now, of course, some of the credit goes to good old-fashioned genetics, and some goes to my facial layout, which involves large eyes and a small mouth, which generally suggests small baby animal to people. But some of it is because of good skincare. Now, I'm not a dermatologist, but I have done some reading and I've tested a lot of products, and I know what works for me. So I'm gonna tell you what works for me, and maybe it'll work for you too. Now, I want to say right up front that I will be naming specific brands in this video. This is not SpawnCon. I was not paid. I was not given free product. I was not in any way compensated for using the company names that I'm about to use. They're really just the stuff that I bought, usually because it was cheap. Secondly, I will be dividing things into daytime and nighttime routines. I know that that sounds like twice the work, but I promise A, it's not, and B, I have excellent reasons. Some products make your skin sun sensitive. You don't want to go out and burn or peel or otherwise look worse than you did when you started. That's not the point of this. And two, some products are acidic while others are basic, as in alkaline, not as in Ugg boot. So when you combine them, they end up canceling each other out and you don't get what you paid for. Use them one in the day and one in the night, you're getting your money's worth. So let's start in the morning. Step 1, exfoliation. In my shaving video, I recommended a scrub for this, and that's great when you're shaving, but I don't shave every day, and you shouldn't use a manual exfoliant every day. That's gonna be too harsh on your skin. In general, a chemical exfoliant is better because it does the job of getting away the dead skin cells without rubbing your skin too harshly or creating any abrasions or irritation. You're gonna want a product, like a liquid kind of that you put on your face. I use The Ordinary's lactic acid, and hopefully I have figured out how to put a picture of that up right here. I like this product for several reasons. First of all, it works. Second, it is cheap. And third, it comes in 2 strengths. You can start with the 5%, use that until the bottle runs out, and if your skin is not irritated and feels like it can maybe take a little more, you can get the 10% for even more exfoliation bang for your buck. Next up, you're gonna want a moisturizer. The common misconception is that this is adding hydration to your skin, when in fact it's actually helping your skin to retain the moisture it already has. As you age, you dry out. This is something that's gonna help you lock that in so you don't wrinkle up and wither. You wanna look plump and dewy and juicy and delicious, like these tits I painted in. I'm again going with a product from The Ordinary on this one because again, it works and it's cheap. You probably already have a moisturizer that works for you, and if you don't, I'd recommend this one or just use Cetaphil. It's simple, doesn't have a lot of extra bullshit that might do unexpected things to your skin. You don't need a lot of bells and whistles here. You really just want to keep your skin plump and juicy. And then third, you want a sunscreen. Look, the sun damages your face, and it's important to apply everywhere. Back of the neck, top of your ears, across the bridge of the nose. Make sure that your whole face is covered. I use a full SPF 60 from La Roche-Posay. I think that I am saying that wrong. Doesn't matter. I use it, I like it, it is a more expensive product and you can go with a cheaper version, but do not skimp on the SPF, especially if, like me, you are white, because we don't age well, let's face it. Okay, nighttime is the right time. I actually don't have a whole nighttime regimen, I just have one product that I use. It is, again, from The Ordinary. It is a retinoid suspended in oil. So retinol and other retinoids are vitamin A concentrates. They're supposed to help with skin cell regeneration. So in the morning, you're sloughing off all the old dead skin, and then at night, you're making sure that the new skin that comes back is beautiful and shiny and delicious. It is suspended in oil because oil can be really good for your skin. I have oily skin, but you don't want to dry your skin out too much and cause it to produce even more oil. So using a hydrating oil in small amounts can actually balance out skin that tends to be too greasy. This is very true for me. I also use olive oil to take my makeup off at the end of the day, which I know sounds gross, but is much better for your skin and less drying than a soap or a harsh cleanser. So try it sometime. Olive oil, wet paper towels, it's gonna do you good. That said, there is such a thing as too much oil, so with this product, I like to apply it maybe a half hour before bed, let it sink in, do its thing, then blot or remove any excess before you go to sleep. It's better for your face, and it's better for your pillowcase, which you do not want covered in gross, greasy stains. And that's all I do. There are other toners and serums and vitamins and things that you could use, but I find that the more complex my routine gets, the less likely I am to stick to it over time, so I've pared down to the things that I think are the most important and have the most impact. I'd encourage you to experiment and do the same, figure out what you really need, and stick to that schedule. If you want a one-stop shop and you don't mind spending a lot of money, Sunday Riley makes this thing called Good Genes. I swear, it is the shit that Isabella Rossellini gave to Meryl Streep in Death Becomes Her. It will make you younger. But it's expensive, so I've sort of culled together a group of products that sort of approximate it, but cost a lot less. But God, it felt good to use that shit. Now again, I'm not a dermatologist and skin is very individual, so if you have real concerns or specific problems that you need to work through, go to a professional, or at the very least a Sephora. Someone who's trained will teach you what to really do. I'm just giving you what works for me. If it helped you, frankly, we're all shocked. Anyway, I'm Ariel Italic. You're whoever you are. Go wash your face.